This video will help you perform effective literature searches using resources available to you from the UNT Health Science Center Library. I will show you how to find databases on the library webpage, teach you some general literature review strategies, as well as how to save and export your search results. Anytime you need to do a literature search, always start from the library website. The library has purchased access to many databases and electronic journals for use by UNT HSC students, and you can only access them from the library webpage. Take a look at the Find tab on the top left-hand corner of the screen. This is where you will find biomedical databases, journals and e-journals, research guides, including the guide for this course, and search the library catalog for books and ebooks. Under the Quick Links tab in the middle of the page, you will find a variety of different library services and information. Click on EndNote or RefWorks to download those pieces of citation management software. You can also place an interlibrary loan request by selecting Request an Article. And if you get stuck and need help from the library, look for the green Ask Us button at the top of every page. Lewis Library subscribes to over 100 biomedical databases, all of which you can access from the Database drop-down menu in the Find tab. If you scroll up to the top of that menu, you can select A to Z List to read the descriptions of each database, including the scope and contents of what is included in each. You can browse the databases alphabetically, by subjects, or by type. Let's go back to the home page and spend a few minutes talking about PubMed, a premier biomedical database created by the National Library of Medicine. PubMed indexes biomedical literature and is particularly focused on literature from the United States. It is the default option on the database drop-down menu on the library webpage. To go to PubMed, make sure it is selected from the database menu and then hit Go. If you are doing research from an off-campus computer, you may be asked to sign in with your EID and password. This is the PubMed home page and where you will start your search. You can type your search terms into the basic search box here or use the advanced search option. For now, we're just going to stick with a basic search. Let's try a search for recent research on breast cancer stem cells. Notice that as I type my search terms into the search box, I'm connecting them together using AND. This tells the database to only return records that contain both of those terms in the information about the article. You could also use the terms or not to build your keyword search. Remember, when you're searching for articles in a database, the results you receive are only records about the journal articles, not copies of the actual articles themselves. I will show you in a little bit how to download full-text versions of articles you found in PubMed using the Lewis Library collection. After we run that search, you see that we're getting well over 6,000 results, which is much more than we'd be able to wade through on our own. In instances like this, you can use filters located on the left-hand side of the search results page to narrow your results down to a more manageable number. PubMed defaults to these 5 filter types that you see here. However, there are more available if you click on Show Additional Filters. I'm going to add languages and ages to our filter menu. You can add customization within the different types of filters as well. Click Customize under Article Types to add additional types of articles to your filter menu. Then select the filter you want to apply to add it to your search results. For example, I'm going to add clinical studies to our search filters so it will be available if we need it later on. Other article types you could add include research studies, reviews, government documents, or case studies. I'm going to select the clinical studies filter to narrow our search down to just that document type. Further down, I'm going to use the date limiter to narrow the studies to those only published within the last 5 years. You can also select studies that are only in English or choose any other language. Once we've applied those filters, you can see that we're down to 24 search results, which is a much more manageable number than we had before. Click on the title of any of the results to be taken to the full record view for that article. This is the full record view that PubMed provides for you. At the top, you'll see citation information for that article, including who wrote it and where it was published. When it's available, you'll also see the article's abstract. Scroll down and select the menu that includes publication types and mesh terms. This will expand to give you more information about this article. MESH stands for Medical Subject Headings. These are terms that the National Library of Medicine assigns to articles to describe what they are about and to help make PubMed searchable. In this instance, you'll see that there are numerous types of MESH headings applied to this article that tell us more about what it discusses. You can click on each MESH term to view results of other similar articles, or use those terms to help you expand or narrow a new search. PubMed also provides a list of similar articles on the right that will suggest new articles that are similar to what you are currently viewing. Oftentimes the algorithm is a little bit off, but sometimes you can find some great articles that you hadn't found before. Once you've reviewed the records and decided that you would like to find a full text version of this article, look for the green UNT-HSC Find Full Text button on the top right-hand corner of the screen. This will appear on every search result in PubMed or any other database we subscribe to, and will take you to a direct link in the library's electronic collection for that article. If we have a copy of the article in our collection, there will be a link directly to the PDF. If we do not have the article in our collection, select Request Item to request a copy through Interlibrary Loan. Now we're going to go back to our record in PubMed and talk about how to save or export your search results. If you would like to save the citation information for this article that we've been looking at, click the Send To button on the top right-hand corner of the screen. If you have an NCBI account, you can add it to your files or collections in that account. Or you can email the record to yourself or add it to a citation manager such as RefWorks or EndNote. If you're going to be doing a lot of research and need to save a lot of citation information, it might be a good idea to download EndNote or another citation manager to help you stay organized. Contact the library for getting help set up with EndNote or RefWorks. You can also send entire lists of results to a citation manager or save them in your NCBI account. Simply go back to your full search results list and look for that same Send To menu at the top right-hand corner of the screen. You'll see that the options here are the same as they were on the individual record. Even though today we have just been talking about PubMed, the library subscribes to a variety of different biomedical databases, and it's a good idea to check more than one when you're doing a literature review. Two other databases you might want to try are Scopus and Web of Science. Scopus contains all of the records included in PubMed, as well as broad coverage of international journals. Web of Science includes hard science material, as well as social science and humanities articles. This might be a good place to look if you need to do research on an interdisciplinary subject, such as anthropology. Web of Science is also a great database for citation tracking. That means when you search for an article in Web of Science, they will also provide you with a list of articles that have cited that particular one that you're viewing. This method, called citation tracking, is another helpful strategy for finding new articles in the subject that you're interested in. You can apply the same search strategies we talked about, such as keyword searching and filtering, to almost any database you search. The interfaces on each might just look a little bit different. Remember, if you get stuck or need any help with literature searching, please contact the library and we'd be happy to help. We can set up an appointment or talk to you through email or on the phone. Research services are available from Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., or you can send us an email at askalibrarian@unthsc.edu.